Welcome to another season of WomenLive TV. Content created by women for women. WomenLive TV is brought to you by Southern Crescent Women in Business Media Group. Our 2023 media participants include Debracia Hale of Divine Design Accessories, LLC. Melissa Ellis of Life Beyond Warner. Tyronica Carter of Radiant Styles. Shirley Solomon of Blessed Hands Home Care. Alicia Williams of the Dazzling Diva Collection. Sylvia Dennis Ray of the Alzheimer's Services Center. Kimberly Corbin of Meeting Shields, LLC. Catherine Jordan of the Savvy ID. And Yvette DeBest of Best Tax Solutions, LLC. I am Ariel Shaw, host and founder of WomenLive TV and founder and president of Southern Crescent Women in Business Incorporated. We are so excited for season 3 of WomenLive TV. You can catch us on Amazon Prime, Amazon Fire TV, all Amazon platforms, YouTube, and all streaming networks. Tune in. You don't want to miss an episode. WomenLive TV.
Hi, I'm Ariel Shaw, founder and president of Southern Crescent Women in Business, and we are here with another episode of WomenLive TV. We have the distinct pleasure of having Miss Yvette Best of Best Tax Solutions, LLC with us today. Welcome.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And so for those who do not know who you are, can you tell everybody who is Yvette Best?
Absolutely. Of course, my name is Yvette DeBest. I am an IRS enrolled agent, which means I do not work for the IRS, but I'm federally licensed by them to represent taxpayers who have issues with tax audits, appeals, and tax collections.
Very good. And the name of your business is Best Tax Solutions. Tell us a little bit about Best Tax Solutions. You've been in business for how long?
Well, I have been a tax practitioner since 1989, since I've been out of high school. But the business actually started in 2006 in Nutley, New Jersey. And then we came here we're now located in Fayetteville, Georgia since 2011. We specialize, at one time I was doing a host of diverse clients. Mm-hmm. But the last 3 years, we have niched to clients that are in the travel, insurance, and real estate space. Okay. It's just that I teach about tax-free wealth. They are industries where tax-free wealth can happen. So it's basically I can make customized tax plans just to help professionals in that industry continue to work, but also pay less in taxes.
Well, we all want that.
Yes.
Now, Yvette, you talk a lot about tax and wealth because really they go hand in hand. What I found through entrepreneurship is really this tax system was really, in my opinion, created for entrepreneurs. Would you agree with that?
That is correct. It is not set up for employees to win.
Yeah.
It's basically for employees to contribute to the tax system.
Absolutely.
Most people need to realize that the IRS is just a tax and collection system. They're not there to help you, or if you're an entrepreneur and you don't take all your tax deductions, they're not going to tell you. This information that you definitely have to learn for yourself. But employees right now, especially with this new tax law that was put in effect in 2018, you have all the way until 2026 before the tax law can be changed again to even get back things like they had when they could take off unreimbursed employee expenses. Mm-hmm. It's not a thing right now. Yeah. However, if you're a business owner, you can win, especially in a home-based business.
Okay, awesome. Now, tell a little bit about who you are. What's your background? Like, where'd you come from? Where are you from?
Well, I'm from the Bronx. I like when people's like, "Oh, you're from New York." No, I like to let them know that I am from the Bronx.
Right.
You know, where hip hop originated and the people are fresh. I had a lot of adversity growing up, and I just think I just had a flair for numbers. But I remember even earlier in my business, when we first started in 2006, my most profitable client, I found out was like a six-figure earner who was a battered wife. Like I literally helped her move from New Jersey to Pennsylvania with her 5 kids with a $13,682 refund. I'll keep that number written down because I remember helping her leave her house, move to PA, get a mortgage, using her old job, and giving her the tax returns to make sure that happened. And she's living her best life now, and actually is just like is a school secretary. So went from this 6-figure earner in this domestic violence situation to living her best life now with her kids.
Right. So you're saving lives.
Yes.
Isn't that something? So saving lives through tax strategies. You are also an author. Can you tell a little bit about your books?
Okay, so right now I have 4 books. The first one was Maximizing Your Tax Refund. I wrote that book for people who were using TurboTax because those were the people I said was my summer projects, because those are the ones who were coming to the office with what I call the magic white letter from the IRS saying something was wrong with their return.
Wow.
Then I wrote a book called The Benefits of Becoming an LLC because I found out that somebody was charged like $1,200 to set up an LLC, which in the state of Georgia costs $100.
Right.
Then after that, I found out business owners really didn't know what deductions they could have. So then I wrote a book called Maximizing Your Small Business Taxes. Then the 4th book was about owing the IRS. People were afraid if they owed the IRS when they did their tax return, they just wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
They would just somehow think it would mysteriously go away. So we're like, oh no, we need you to send in those returns because they have penalties, which is called failure to file.
Yeah.
And if you even 60 days late with that tax return, that failure to file penalty starts at $435. That's on top of what you already owe. But now, since the article has came out in the New York Times about how the IRS may be disparaging to people of color, minorities in general, when it comes to audits, I am writing a book that's going to discuss how to navigate the IRS as a minority, because there is a difference when they audit you. There's also a difference on how they handle enrolled agents such as myself, people of color and people who are not, and what they ask for and how they handle you. And it is a thing. So basically how to navigate that system. So if you are in the audit, if you happen to be in the audit space, how to get ready before the audit, how to go through the audit. And if you do not like what is going on, at any time you can ask to have an appeal or make your like, hey, I think this guy is just asking for all this information for no reason. You can make those disapprovals known. Yeah, you can make claims. And even if all else fails and they say, hey, we're going to disallow all of these deductions, you can appeal. A lot of people just think once the IRS says no, that's it. No, we have an appeals process. You have a tax court process. If Beyonce can go to tax court, you can go to tax court too.
Well, listen, that's exactly where my head went exactly, because I said, wait a minute. I think Beyonce was just in all of media saying how she is appealing, and she had no shame about that. So if someone of that stature, who's first of all getting media attention for something that I think is kind of personal, then we can do it too. Now, is that something that you help with?
Yes. So that is my background. My background is in forensic accounting. For 15 years, I was controller of a $20 million budget. You also have to unpack if people are doing fraud within the area. When I first started, I was working for New York City Transit. There's a department called Special Investigation Review where we actually investigate employees who are committing crimes as employees of New York City Transit.
Wow.
So you do a lot of investigating. I mean, even times where we would go undercover to find out things that were going on. Then I started working for another company in New Jersey. They work by contract, named Bombardier, which is now, they're no longer in existence. They're a new company now. But as a controller, just knowing where the money is at and knowing that if someone is not doing what they're supposed to do through internal controls, through audits, and then I just, like I said, I love numbers. And then I was like, okay, well, if I become an IRS enrolled agent, I can literally help taxpayers unpack, because sometimes they are taken advantage of by unscrupulous tax professionals. It's the thing. And it's not just people who they feel like is what they call unenrolled. No, there's certified public accountants, there are lawyers, and there are other enrolled agents that doing shady tax business.
Wow.
So you need to be able to represent these people who probably don't know all of a sudden that you was a single person who were going to people and was getting a $2,000 refund. And then all of a sudden you went to that guy or that girl and this refund mysteriously turned into $20,000. And you just thought they were just doing, they must be just the best accountant in the world. No, they was running a scam, and you're gonna pay. Because as soon as you sign the return, you're responsible.
Wow. Okay. So, no one likes talking about the IRS. I mean, no one. But I know we have to deal with them. I mean, there's no way around that. As small businesses, what do you think is the advice that you would give small businesses? You wrote a book about it. Tell us a little bit.
Keep all your receipts.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so please know when you are audited, you are guilty until proven innocent.
Wow.
And there are IRS rules, like there's one about business meals. If you have a business meal that's under $75, you don't have to keep the receipt until you're audited. And they're not having you have time to be unpacking bank statements, all of this. Like even in this space where we just had 2 years of 100% meal deductions as long as it's in a restaurant. How can I prove if it was in a restaurant if I don't have the receipt? But most small business owners lose their audits because they do not keep good records. They just don't. And even with unpacking the Beyonce situation, looking at the fact that most of the things was they were saying they were unsubstantiated. I always say documentation beats conversation. If you keep the receipts, there's no reason for us to have a conversation because you can see it.
Right.
So that means whoever was Beyonce's receipt keeper wasn't doing their job. Because it was one thing on there that was glaring to me was her management fees. That means someone had to send you an invoice for you to pay that fee.
Correct.
What do you mean I can't find an invoice that I paid? How did I pay them?
That's odd.
That means somebody's not keeping receipts. If I go out to dinner, I'm pretty sure Beyonce is not swiping her black card. She has somebody with her. That means somebody was swiping the card. Where's the receipt? I said the receipt keeper was not doing their job.
Whew. And that's something. So, listen, you have strategies to wealth. You have, and that's really understanding the tax code in the U.S., which, again, I strongly believe, and if people really pay attention, it truly is not set up for you to be an employee.
No. You
will not maximize your best. You end up paying way more in taxes just being an employee.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
No.
That's just the way it is.
No, we just live in a capitalist society. You need workers, and there's people who just want to be workers, and that is okay.
Yeah.
But me, I'm like, okay, if you just want to have a job and you do not want to be an entrepreneur, because entrepreneurship is not for the weak. It's not. So let's go into the real estate space. Yeah. Let's get some rental properties.
Yep.
You can start a Turo business. It had anywhere you can make other passive income because you need multiple streams of income. That is a necessity. That's not a luxury. That's a necessity. And if the pandemic didn't teach you anything about that,
I should have taught you.
Yeah, you should know. You don't have to have 3 jobs because you're only going to pay more tax. So let's get a rental property, something that you can leave and pass on to your kids, because I don't even care if you're a president of a company. You can't give that job to your kids.
Absolutely. And she has spoken. Listen, I mean, it is what it is. Yvette absolutely knows best. So if people are wanting to work with you and say, hey, I need to sit with you so I can develop the best tax strategy so I can leave whatever to my youth, so I don't have to pay as much in taxes. How do we do that?
Okay, so the first process of meeting with me is that all new clients are screened because everybody is not my client and I do get to pick them. So usually they will call the office at 770-461-4829 and schedule a free tax talk. It's 10 minutes. You tell me your situation, I tell you how I can solve it, and we see if we can work with one another. Once that happens, we have a secure portal that we put people into, and then this is where you would upload your documents, where we would send your invoice, where we basically onboard the client. And then you have to be open to the fact that we are going to be talking throughout the year. That is mandatory. You cannot be my client and only speak to me once a year. It's not going to work. So you have to be ready to say, hey, I really invested in my business. I want to be able to be coached and tax-wise in my business because we're probably going to be meeting anywhere from 2 to 4 times a year.
So tell everybody, how do they find you on social media?
Well, on social media, I'm on Instagram, it's Yvette Knows Best. That's my trademark. If on Facebook, you can look up Yvette D Best. My picture's there. You can become my friend. The business also has its own page, which is Best Tax Solutions. And I work a lot in LinkedIn. So please reach out to me on LinkedIn because I post a lot of information there as well.
Awesome. Well, it is always a pleasure having you. Talking to you, I learn something new every day. And thank you again for joining us at WomenLive TV. I am Ariel Shaw, founder and president of Southern Crescent Women in Business, and this has been WomenLive TV.
Hello, my name is Sylvia Dennis Ray. I am a caregiver, and I am the executive director of the Alzheimer's Services Center. My journey started back in 2003 when my mom suffered from a ruptured aneurysm and it left her with dementia. Soon after, I became her primary caregiver. And that's when I realized the need for being involved with Alzheimer's and people who suffer from other related dementias. Clayton County Senior Services care for their seniors so much that they have partnered with us to develop a program that Clayton County residents can receive assistance with attending out-of-home day respite at the Alzheimer's Services Center. You can help us by volunteering or becoming a sponsor at any of our upcoming fundraisers. Visit our website at www.ascga.org. You can also follow us on our social media channels, Facebook and Instagram at ASC Morrow.
Extreme Fun on Wheels Atlanta is a unique and exciting entertainment experience that offers a variety of activities for all ages. They provide an innovative approach to traditional party events by bringing the fun right to your doorstep. Extreme Fun on Wheels offers a range of services, including laser tag, video game trucks, tailgating, party bus, and much more. Their team, highly experienced in creating memorable experiences for all types of events, including birthday parties, corporate events, and team building activities. With their state-of-the-art equipment and experienced team, they provide an unparalleled level of fun and excitement that will leave their guests talking about their experience long after the event is over. Whether you're looking for something unique for your child's birthday party or a fun-filled activity for your office retreat, Extreme Fun on Wheels Atlanta has got you covered. They are committed to providing exceptional service and delivering unforgettable experiences that will leave everyone wanting more.
Hi, my name is Tyronica Carter. Welcome to Radiant Styles Jewelry, where fashion and affordability radiates the jewel in you.
As the owner of Radiant Styles Jewelry, Tyronica offers affordable, fashionable accessories that are aligned with the ever-trending styles of today. She loves helping women and men feel and look their best in stylish accessories. As a team leader, Tyronica enjoys helping others begin their journey to success by joining her team and becoming their own boss. Since joining her growing company, she now leads a team of over 127,000 consultants and holds the second highest rank in the company. She has earned numerous free trips and other accolades and titles on her journey. She is proud to add author to the list of recent accomplishments. Tyronica strives to inspire, teach, and help others along the journey of entrepreneurship.
Follow me on all social media platforms and visit my website at radiantstylesjewelry2.com. Let's get you radiantly beautiful and get you started on your journey to becoming your own boss.